Alors, je sais plus du tout combien de temps dure le jeu. Hein,
and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Les innocents.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Sinon ça va les gens, les cow-boys, tout ça, votre avis sur les cow-boys? Est-ce que vous trouvez que c'est diabolique? Et répondez pas oui et non parce que je saurais plus de quoi vous parler après.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant.
N'oubliez pas qu'il y a du décalage.
Looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
Des vrais communistes. Ah. C'est bien ou c'est pas bien?
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Paf!
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
Tout va bien. Mais c'est vrai qu'il y a une petite patte cel shading sur le jeu qui est pas désagréable. Une pépépette et un petit chapeau. C'est pas ouf ouf. Ah. Bah par rapport au capitalisme c'est quand même mieux. J'ai envie de dire. Enfin. En tout cas celui qu'on... dont nous sommes les esclaves. C'est quand même un peu plus mieux. La répartition équitable des biens, quoi. Enfin, en principe. Alors, est-ce qu'il y a un truc ici ? Communisme, c'est quand les gens ont froid, déjà. Avec des manteaux gris et des chaussures à fermeture éclair.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in 48.
Ah oui, on peut tirer sur la dynamite.
Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
Calme-toi.
There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold ships. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
God damn you!
Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons.
Après, je préfère être communiste que nazi. Ah bah, c'est clair que...
Ordinary citizens who lived a double life.
En vrai, le capitalisme a vachement plus aidé les nazis que le communisme. Hein, parce que Ford, voilà quoi.
Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach.
Ça fait des points d'XP. Ah merde, j'ai cru que c'était la balle de droite et c'était la balle de gauche. Il a tiré 2 balles en fait. Ou alors c'était ma balle à moi qui est partie. Possible. Les balles.
I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched, or had some kind of death wish.
J'ai vu, hein.
Seeing as there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere.
Oui.
I thought I was some kind of hero.
Vous entendez crier, hein.
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny.
Y'a rien ici, non. Y'a rien.
But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back.
Eh oui.
So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Ok. Évidemment qu'on va prendre ça. Dans les tunnels comme ça, c'est quand même vachement mieux.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Oh. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Carrément.
I've got this.
Ça a l'air sympa. Ah oui, effectivement. Ah, c'était juste pour choper des munitions, ça? D'accord. J'ai la jambe qui me gratte.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked.
Ah oui.
I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
Petit salaud qui jette des... Une pépite.
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
To die like this.
Je cherche la pépite.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube. I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Je vais
It's a
l'esquiver.
good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it.
Ah, c'est... Je savais plus c'était à quel moment, mais oui, en fait c'était scripté.
Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
Évidemment, l'échec était pas là.
It was
J'aime
a
bien
long
comment le
way
jeu te...
around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder
Comment le jeu
required
essaie de
some
te
caution,
surprendre avec la narration.
because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder.
En effet.
I needed to make a leap of faith. I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Rob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high
Tout va bien.
water.
Bon, c'est pas la carabine one shot, hein, malheureusement. On me saute dans la tête, mais...
But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
On va tenter la... On va tenter, hein.
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Une pépite.
Let's do this.
Tout va bien.
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserve better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Rechargeons, on sait jamais.
They're gonna bury you. And this day is just getting worse and worse for you.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
I'm going all medieval on your ass.
Paf.
No blood money for you. Get it, you. I can shoot too. Take this, you son of a bitch. You can run, but you can't hide forever.
Pardon.
You can shoot, but can you aim? You ain't taking me.
Ah. Excusez-moi, j'ai une petite quinte de tout qui arrive. C'est pas ouf.
Gonna blow you into next week, boy. You ain't taking me.
Plein dedans. J'en doutais. Je me suis coincé tout seul en fait.
I can shoot too. What on? Yellow? You can shoot, but can you aim?
Ça va le faire.
No blood money for you today. God damn! I need some help here. Come on, boys. Take this cocksucker out.
Comment ça, cocksucker?
Oh, guess you've had enough.
Allez, sors ta tête. Tout va bien. Ok, il est revenu.
I need a dustpan to pick you up. Show off. You ain't taking me. Run.
Touché? Oh, j'ai touché.
You can shoot, but can you aim? They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. Nice shot. Bet you can't do it again. Boy, just kill him. I'm going all medieval on you.
Tout va bien.
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces.
Oh, il est.
Ready for you. but you can't hide forever. You ain't taking me. Chopping my ass.
Heureusement qu'on s'est respiré, hein.
Show yourself, coward!
You can shoot, but can you aim? They're gonna bury you in a million pieces.
Non. C'est dur. C'est assez difficile. Il y a vraiment que celui-là qui est vraiment difficile. J'espère qu'on recommence pas du début. Là. Non, ça va.
They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up.
Time to blow your shit up.
That's this, you son of a bitch. You ain't taking me. Why don't you just join the circus? They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up. Oh. That's this, you son of a bitch! You can shoot, but can you aim? They're gonna bury you in a million pieces!
It's you.
Tout va bien.
Gonna blow you into next week, boy! You can run.
Eh B.
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Celui-là, il est pas évident. Ou alors, est-ce que c'est parce qu'on joue en difficile? J'en sais rien.
So, did you finally go after that
En même temps,
pop
je suis même pas sûr
filler?
qu'on soit en difficile.
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Après 800 balles dans la bouche, c'est ça. Et 2-3 explosions.
Yeah.
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
Ah.
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Eh, Bill le sauvage. Billy Cock. La mort du moins vif. Celui-là, il est dur, je crois.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
Je l'ai pas tué.
There he is. Watch where you're shooting.
Bonjour.
Can't get a good shot at him.
Ah bah voilà, c'est mieux. Bon, ça reste des carabines, alors la précision, c'est compliqué. Encore c'était de la peau de croco, j'avoue. Là je viens de tuer un croco.
I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, That's what they want you to believe. It was cold in a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres. To the very same saloon we're sitting in today.
On s'en fout. Mais y a personne.
Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben?
Hey.
John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. Fathers and husbands, brothers and sons. Men with families who cared about them. Families who put up money in hopes
Ça
of
pour que le baron ne
finding
voulait pas les
justice.
servir, c'est ça. Allez.
He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew.
En même temps, ils ont pas eu le temps de
Most
demander.
of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the folks there. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcomed presence.
Qui me tire dessus là?
You That's right.
Pas déconner. Ok.
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him.
Stop that sumbitch!
Let the boys know we got another law dog.
I can kill you with either hand.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
J'ai un peu paniqué.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better. Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story.
Eh oui.
I didn't learn until later that
salut.
that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
You think you can kill me?
Ouais, quand on tire dans les lampes, elles s'enflamment. Parce que c'est des lampes à huile, à pétrole. Bah c'est par là. Il y a quelque chose. Et la musique s'emballe. Oui, il y a quelque chose, il y a un chapal. Une pépette. C'est qu'on peut les contourner en fait. Oh genre. Dégueulasse. J'ai glissé. J'ai glissé, chef. Ah oui, d'accord, ok. Vous vous calmez? Allez, sort.
I think I already mentioned that I found Harding in this very saloon.
Sans ventilo, je trouve chaud et que j'arrête pas d'éternuer. Ah. C'est le dilemme, hein. Ouais, c'est bon, j'ai déjà récupéré. Bon, c'est qui le petit bâtard qui me tirait dessus du coup tout à l'heure? Christophe Dilemme. Oh merde. Double jeu. Ça va. C'est genre on aurait pu aller là-bas et peut-être monter ici.
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me. In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Ha, sans blague. C'était caché derrière une plante.
Crazy bastard.
Ding, ding, ding. Je crois que je t'ai pas vu. Bonjour.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Ah merde. On n'a pas re-eu de drop donc. Alors lui il est vénère. Hein. Que du coup il a pas ses flingues au même endroit. Faut aller très très vite.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks.
C'est un peu Aldébaran
I
du
knew
taureau.
I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. No, wait! He didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Il est un peu vénère. Il est tellement vénère. En même temps, il triche avec ses flingues comme ça, là. C'est trop facile.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his
Eh oui.
shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life.
C'est vrai qu'on peut éviter les balles.
Shot him in the back.
J'avais oublié ça.
Saloon, just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
J'avais oublié qu'on pouvait éviter les balles. Même dans les duels. C'est assez stylé. Un peu débile, mais assez stylé. Dégâts supplémentaires en combo, oui, carrément.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, do you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
C'est vraiment Matrix en fait. Bah un petit peu, ouais. Bah, en fait, comme c'est lui qui raconte l'histoire, il raconte un peu ce qu'il veut, quoi. C'est assez
Yes, I
stylé.
did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache.
Gris. Est-ce que loup blanc c'est déjà pris?
Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation. A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains.
Par contre, il y a que 8 armes dans le jeu,
Mountains
c'est un peu
so high,
dommage.
they tickled the nether regions of heaven.
Et j'ai égorgé avec ma crosse de pistolet, c'est ça.
Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
Après, le jeu est encore... Je sais plus quand il est sorti. Ça fait pas 10 ans, hein, mais il est quand même... c'est joli, quoi.
Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move.
Ça me ferait presque penser à du Fallout, en fait. Même s'il y a le côté un petit peu cel shading, vite fait.
He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution, and were
Pourtant, c'est pas le
more
moteur
than willing
de
to die
Fallout,
for
hein, mais...
him.
En vrai, des environnements comme ça dans Et même dans Skyrim, il n'y a pas forcément des passages comme ça où on est vraiment, enfin, où la végétation prend le dessus sur le ciel, quoi. Mine de rien. Je sais, je viens de comparer le jeu à Skyrim, hein, mais... Après, c'est un plus petit jeu, donc forcément... Mais ce que je veux dire, c'est que voilà, au niveau végétation, c'est un peu plus travaillé, du coup. Même si c'est un plus petit jeu, c'est des plus petites maps. Il y a vraiment une patte intéressante. Bonjour.
They saw me before I saw them. And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting has started, there was no backing down.
C'est un peu Borderland. Ouais, Borderland édulcoré quand même au niveau du cel shading, mais oui, il y a un peu de ça. Enfin, c'est entre ça et un Skyrim peut-être. Parce que là, honnêtement, au niveau du décor, c'est vraiment bien. Ah, et là, il y avait une pépite.
They saw me before I saw them.
Ouh. Enfin, c'est loin. Hein. En tout cas, c'est mieux que le jeu Rambo.
It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there. I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again...
J'essaie de rattraper mon retard demain sur The Division. Ah bah, il serait temps. Combien 3 ou 4 niveaux de retard, c'est ça? Ça va, en vrai, ça va assez vite. Hein. Tout en vacances. Oui, mais il n'y a pas que les jeux vidéo dans la vie, tu sais, des fois, il faut savoir faire des choix dans la vie. Certes.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
Oui, la montagne vient de s'ouvrir. Cherchez pas. Une femme et des gosses à nourrir, genre.
A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness.
Faut que je me gratte. Un jour on fera Skyrim en live et ça prendra 8 ans. Mais j'aimerais bien le faire en vrai. Je sais que personne ne regardera, mais j'aimerais bien le faire. Ah ah! Dans les couilles. Les fameuses couilles d'Indien. Hein. C'est un peu non mon nouveau Zelda, genre. Comment ça?
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
Les pauvres Indiens. Hein. Ouf. Rien d'en parler, ça m'a déjà saoulé. Moi j'ai jamais fini le DLC. Le dernier DLC, le Dragonborn. J'avais voulu en faire un let's play, puis j'ai des problèmes de PC comme d'habitude. Comme le jeu était surmodé en plus. À un moment donné, il faut toucher.
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars. They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Pas faux. Tout va bien. Calme-toi. WKTP.
You know so much about engines.
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death.
La caverne aux merveilles, les caves de la mort.
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows. And I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me. As his story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
C'est bon. Petite séquence. En vrai, Skyrim, je me suis surpris à me dire, allez, ce serait rigolo, mais en même temps, si j'avais plus de viewers, ce serait encore plus rigolo. Genre, imaginez, genre, on fait rien en fait, je fais le DLC où tu fais juste construire ta maison et on fait ça. Ce serait de la merde, mais ce serait rigolo. Mais bon, c'est pas pour moi, c'est pour les gros streamers ça. MV il ferait ça, il y aurait 10 000 viewers. Ouais non mais... D'abord je vais recharger. Mais ce serait drôle, mais je le ferai jamais, mais voilà. Par contre, le DLC Dragonborn serait cool. Peut-être je jouerai au jeu, je me ferai une petite partie et...
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever.
Ah c'est mettre construction de maison. Ah non mais c'est plus long que ça parce qu'il faut vraiment... Genre il faut faire les clous toi-même et tout quoi.
I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo is right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady.
Oh, il était à peu près lui. Qui me tire dessus? On se fait chier à te regarder fabriquer des clous et construire une maison. Il faut faire les clous, faire la porte. Faut tout faire, hein.
A steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
Au moins une centaine.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding?
Hey, I believe you.
Faut mettre ton habillage de
Come on,
porte.
tell us how it ended.
Suivre ton silicone.
Ah
non mais...
Where were we?
C'est genre il faut faire la poignée, les chambrons, enfin les fermetures de porte, tu sais ce qui s'attache au mur en gros. Faut faire les clous, faut faire les planches, faut faire les briques, enfin les pierres. C'est un peu vénère en vrai. Hein. Faut faire la charpente.
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
C'est un peu vénère.
I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Oh, doucement.
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I
Faut
had
vraiment se
not
faire
seen
chier
before.
Milan. Un peu. Mais c'est rigolo quand même.
I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
Incroyable. En fait, c'était un druide.
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Alors, combattant rapproché. Chargement rapide des carabines. Ah bah oui. Et ça aussi. Et du coup, on a la carabine argentée. Portée plus 35, dégâts plus 15, dispersion plus 15. C'est bien ça. C'est pas mal.